So I want to give you some insight on how you can come up with more content ideas if you're struggling for that. Now, I know when a lot of people start, there's either two sides of the group, right? Either you have a lot of content ideas or you have practically none and you're struggling to constantly come up with content ideas to make new videos, right? Regardless, if you're even on the side where you have a lot of content ideas, there will be a time, I promise you, when you come across, running out of ideas and kind of strapping for, looking for other potential good video ideas to make, okay? So today we're going to talk about good ways that you can come up with content ideas if you're struggling. So first and foremost is other similar channels' most popular videos, right? So look at other similar channels that are in your niche and look at their most popular videos. You can go to that by literally going to their channel, clicking on video, sorting by most popular, and looking at what's worked for them, right? So keys here are they have to be similar, they have to be related in your niche, and they have to be the relevant size of your channel, right? If your channel's only 1,000 subscribers and you're looking at a channel with 500,000 subscribers, their most popular videos are not going to be a good indicator of what can potentially work for you because you don't have the same channel authority, right? Now, if you have 1,000 subscribers and you're looking at a channel that's similar niche with 10,000, then that's a little bit better of an indicator because they're not that much higher than you on that spectrum, right? So use your judgment. Other similar channels, look at their most popular videos and make sure that they have a similar sub count than you or they're not crazily ahead of you, right? So you can also use the search bar to come up with topics around a niche that people are searching for. So for me, for example, if we go to YouTube, and this is super underutilized, and a lot of people used to teach it, but a lot of people get away from it now because they think it's like, oh my God, we're in the future and it doesn't really work anymore, but it still works very, very well, right? So you come to the search bar and you literally type in, if I were trying to come up with a content idea, my main channel is based on like online arbitrage, reselling, stuff like that, right? So what I would type in is like reselling and see what pops up. Reselling sneakers, it's telling me, literally YouTube is telling me that this is what it thinks I'm searching for because the majority of people type in reselling sneakers. A lot of people are typing in reselling on eBay. A lot of people are typing in reselling business. So what I could say is maybe I come up with a content idea of like how to start a reselling business for beginners, right? And that might be a good idea. Reselling on Poshmark. How to get started reselling on Poshmark for beginners, right? How about, let's go to online arbitrage and see what pops up. So online arbitrage for FBA, online arbitrage sourcing. And keep in mind, you do want to look at the competition on these. So if we go back to like reselling, for example, reselling sneakers, let's go to reselling on Poshmark because that's obviously popping up enough. So what I want to look at is what are the channel sizes of these people that are ranking, what are the views, and how long has it been since they posted them, right? This girl got 60,000 views 7 months ago. I would gladly take that, but is this something I can potentially rank for if I make a similar video that's just as good or if not better on this, right? And then basically rank it on this actual search term, right? So, and keep in mind, this is evergreen, okay? So if you're going after things like that, it very well could, kind of pop off and go viral very, very fast because there's obviously search traffic for it. But when you're looking for, something like this, like search traffic, it's going to be evergreen, right? So what evergreen means is it's long-term. It's going to bring consistent views over the long term of your channel, right? So it's going to consistently build out that view count over that number. And maybe you get to that 60,000 potentially in 7 months like this is showing instead of, the 60,000 in the 1 month and then it drops off and you don't get any more views, right? So it's evergreen. Keep that in mind. I like evergreen content. Don't get me wrong. You can go after viral videos as well. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But evergreen's always the way to go. It's going to bring consistent views, consistent traffic and leads to your business and your YouTube channel, and consistent ad revenue so it's not spiking all the time. It stays relatively the same and continues to grow slowly. Okay? So this girl has 43,000 subscribers roughly. I have about 26, I think, currently at the time of filming this. So definitely rankable potentially. If I made a similar video on this, how I make 4,000 in 1 month selling Poshmark, which I have done before. I don't do it every single month, but I have done that before. I can make a similar video and potentially rank that, right? So 41 brands that sell on Poshmark for $50. I couldn't make a video on that because I don't necessarily have an expertise on that per se. I could make a similar video, but I wouldn't really want to. Here's one right here. A year ago, 180,000 views. Poshmark selling tips top seller. I could clearly make this video because I know a lot about Poshmark and reselling. I also am a top seller myself. So let's see if we have similar channel authority and I can potentially rank a video and search like this. 52,000.8 subscribers. I have about 26,000. She has more than me, about double, but it's not that crazy. It's not like I'm looking at like, 26,000 to like 126,000. It's just double my subscriber count. So this is something I could potentially go after, and I might actually save this potentially to see. I'm going to put it in my watch later to see if I maybe want to make that video later, right? So that's another way you can do it. Like we talked about, similar channels and most popular videos, right? Or use the search bar to come up with topics around the niche that people are already searching for evergreen viewership and evergreen views, okay? Another great way is go to Google Trends. We all know how to go to Google Trends. You can do that on your phone, download the Google Trend app, or simply go to Google Trends on your phone, on your browser, or you can go to the computer version of Google Trends and literally look through the trends, but the key is to pick something that's related to your niche, okay? Perfect example is, I live around Philadelphia, in the suburbs of Philadelphia, so I love the Sixers, obviously, right? So one thing I saw recently was like Ben Simmons was like trending on Google Trends, right? But I can't make a video on Ben Simmons, even though I know a lot about it, even though I care about it, even though it's trending and I potentially could get views, because it has nothing to do with my channel, okay? So Google Trends that are related to your channel and your niche, another great way to come up with content ideas that are going to get you good views. And finally, the last way, and probably the best way, is to literally use YouTube as a viewer yourself. Now, if you're creating a channel, then chances are you're also a user of YouTube yourself, right? And you like it, okay? So what you want to do is you want to use YouTube as a viewer yourself. You want to subscribe to other similar channels and other related channels that are in your niche. And you want to see what tends to be suggested to you and tends to be doing well for them, right? If you're subscribed to, like, for me, for example, I'm online arbitrage. I've said that a million times and you're going to hear it a million more times, okay? So if I'm subscribed to online arbitrage, I want to subscribe to about 20 potential other people that I like their content, that are also in online arbitrage as well, and are similar channel size to me, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit less, but then I want to see what's suggested to me, because if I see a video that's a week old from somebody that's similar to me, and it's getting good traction, it has good views, well, that's a perfect potential opportunity. If I can make a similar video and I have a similar expertise, and we're in the same niche, which obviously all those things are true for this example, it's a perfect example and a perfect opportunity for me to make a video like that, assuming obviously that it is in the similar niche, okay? So that would just indicate that there's a potential opportunity in the YouTube marketplace for a video like that right now, because YouTube is suggesting it, okay? One key here, one word of caution. I used to do this when I first started out as well, but I didn't go after only relevant videos. So I would go after anything trending that I saw. Huge mistake, okay? So I did make my highest, I think, ad revenue month was like a $2,500 month with a 26,000 subscriber channel. That's pretty good. And at the time, I think I had like 9,000 subscribers. So I made like $2,500 ad revenue one month, and then like I think it fell off to like $1,500 the next month. And currently, I make like maybe $800 a month for my channel. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. It's trending upward, so I'm excited about it. But at that time, I was probably earning like $200 or $300 a month. So seeing that ad revenue spike was awesome. It was huge. But it was a huge mistake because I got a lot of subscribers from that trending video. It was a mystery box video, and I made 3 of them. That's why they kind of dispersed like that. I got millions of views on those videos, which for me was like unheard of, okay? I have since hidden them on my channel for this specific reason that I'm talking about. But I got a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, and yes, a lot of ad revenue, but those people did not care about my content. They did not care about anything else I was making. They certainly didn't care about reselling or online arbitrage or anything else I had to say. They only were there for the mystery box videos. They subscribed for the mystery box videos, which had nothing to do with my channel, okay? So don't make the same mistake I did, because that torpedoed my channel for the next year, and I'm still feeling the repercussions of it because I simply went after a trending video, and then it killed my audience engagement. It killed my audience retention. Because what YouTube does, let's say you have 1,000 subscribers, right? YouTube is not going to push your video out to the feed of all 1,000 subscribers. It's just like any algorithm that gets kind of, seasoned, right? What it's going to do is it might push it out to like 100 of your subscribers if you have 1,000 and run a test phase, right? See how they engage with it. And if they tend to engage with it well and they start responding to it well, liking, commenting, watching through for enough time, then it'll push it out potentially to more of your audience and eventually the entire audience. So what I did and what I don't want you to do is if you're making trending videos or videos that are kind of, just like we talked about in a previous video, that are all over the place, all over the place, niche-wise and subject-wise, Somebody that comes to your video from one is going to subscribe thinking that that's what the content in the channel is about, and they're not going to care about a potential future video that's on a different topic. So build momentum, make similar content stuff. Don't chase trends that have nothing to do with your channel, even if you potentially rank those videos very high, because it's going to kill your engagement. It's going to murder your channel in the future and make it very, very difficult to come back from, okay? Don't make that same mistake I did. So, just to recap, you can use other similar channels' most popular videos. You can use the search bar to come up with content ideas for what people are searching for and go after evergreen viewership, and evergreen traffic. Google Trends is another great way, and you can also use YouTube yourself, subscribe to other similar channels, and see what tends to be doing well and is suggested to you. Just don't go after trends that have nothing to do with your content or your channel.